welcome to Alex Rocks. I'm Suzi Q and Dhol.
Hi, I'm Mark E, and this is episode 13 of Alex Rocks. This week we'll be talking to City Sharps and El Colosso.
But first we're going to be crossing over to Tasha from Smoking Martha.
We're talking to Tasha from Smoking Martha. Hey, Tasha.
Hello.
Hey, Tasha.
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Very well.
You're coming all the way from where?
Brisbane.
Wow.
Brizzy.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, same old. It's actually pretty normal here. There's nothing too exciting going on.
So we're going to be watching one of your videos today. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Baby, Let Me Go. Yeah. Great clip.
Yeah.
Actually, may I say, now I've seen you guys live a few times and always a very high energy rock and show, very theatrical. Now, and the video for and the track for your Baby Let Me Go, yes, is a slight departure. It's where you've got the acoustic guitars and a very chilled, slightly dark but very cool track. This one.
Does it include one of my favourite things? That space.
Oh, I thought you were talking about The Sound of Music.
Shut up. No, space in music. I think that...
Yes, there's lots of space in this track.
I enjoy
Isn't there, Tasha? I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of space. This is a very different track for us. It was very close to a lot of our hearts. So it's very different to what we would normally release. Like you said, we're normally pretty high energy rock and roll, but it means a lot to us. The lyrics are pretty important. The songs feel the music. It's got a full orchestra behind it. It was just a really special thing for us to do. It was our last release of our first album Indie. So basically,
we're introducing the orchestra behind it, because one of the things I find fascinating at the moment, I work with band, like I'm not in a band, but I work with a lot of bands, and I love my two pieces that can put on a full rock show by themselves. Yeah. But I also love the introduction of different instruments. I work with violinists, horn players. I'm very into bagpipes at the moment.
I love bagpipes.
Bagpipes rock. So what made you choose from your old style to bring in an orchestra?
I think it's a very different song from us in terms of the dynamic of it. It's quite stripped back. And obviously when we do play it live, we do just play it with guitars and acoustic. So keep it pretty stripped back. But we just wanted it to be a little bit more epic. So we just needed it to have a little bit more kind of just a bit more heart behind it, and, what's sadder and more, kind of gives that really sad vibe more than cellos and violins.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Thank you, Tasha. Thanks, Tasha. Smoking Martha.
Hey, I'm Tasha from Smoking Martha, and this is Baby Let Me Go.
Pray for me and walk away. Leave your love for me to yesterday. Dreams once had fading away. I don't want you to be sad. Memories remain. Baby, let me dry your tears. It won't hurt for too long. Baby, let me go. Baby, let me go into love. Baby, let me go. Baby, let me go into the light. Light shines bright, angels will reign. Say goodbye one more time. We'll meet to stay, knowing it's safe, wanting to stay, knowing you'll break, falling away, knowing it's safe, falling away, knowing you'll break, falling away, falling away. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. Failing to stay away. Failing to stay away. Into the night. Baby, let me go. Baby, let me go into the night. Baby, let me dry your tears. It won't hurt for too long. Oh, baby, let me go. Baby, let me go into the night.
Hi, welcome to Alex Rock City Sharps.
Shane,
Shane.
Sam, Tone,
How you going, Mark?
great to have you on board.
Mark,
Good
Suzi,
to be here.
Champion and
Thank you.
Suzi, how
Yeah,
you doing?
Having us here today.
Look, we have to congratulate you guys for, being part of Stay Sharp, the
Yeah.
documentary that that just picked up first place in the Los Angeles Short Film Punk Film Festival.
That was
Yeah,
fantastic.
well done.
Very, very well done.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
boys.
very
a
happy with
student
that.
from Swinburne University approached me in regards to the Sharpie movement, and we, through that, Lauren Hester and her crew, they put this short film, which we helped put together as far as with our
Interviews
connections
and
interviews.
soundtracks.
And we supplied the soundtrack, which was our last album, which we brought out this year, wasn't it, or last year? Last year.
yeah,
Last year.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. This
yeah.
year's
Yeah.
a bit.
I don't even know what month it is. It
Yeah,
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
So this film coincided with that.
So part of the documentary is us playing live, and it's just great to put Aussie music or Aussie rock on
yeah.
the map, and they're in LA, and then taking out the first prize in the small punk
Well,
film
we did
festival.
invent our own
Fantastic.
fashion and dance.
Well,
Of course.
that's
through
Well, that was all
Sharpie.
part of the whole documentary. So I
Yeah.
explained all
what
that.
we're trying to explain to the world is a lot happened in Melbourne other than just AC/DC forming. You know, there was a culture
but-
which was a version of the skinhead culture, but it was Sharpies, so it wasn't racist, and it was about looking smooth. And the music that came along with that
Yeah.
was all that early
was
70s
dynamite.
rock that everybody is trying to do now. So we were around them, we were part of it, so it comes out of us naturally.
Yeah.
But the doco was basically saying all of this, you know, this cosmos was happening in Melbourne in the 70s,
It was.
you know, and that's just before punk happened, which opened up the whole world to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but back then there was only the clique that knew about certain
So-
music, certain sounds, certain styles, you know.
Shane, boys, so how did that come? Like, so you've obviously recognised a hole in the gap, and then the ballroom.
No,
came.
it wasn't that way. It was actually the Hole in the Gap sucked us into it because we've always been playing this music.
Right.
We've
Right.
never changed
Very
what
good.
we do.
Okay.
It's just the
So, but-
stars aligned and there was the gap.
Yeah.
So what happened
Perfect
was how we
timing.
got together
Yeah.
was back in 2009. Well, in 2006 I did an exhibition in relating with the Sharpie movement in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And we did one in 2010. So we came up with the idea of in 2009, let's put a band together to
Sure.
relate to the music
The
from
music
that
and the
era.
sound of the
so we
ideas.
brought out an album. We didn't even gig. We did an album, and we debuted in the 2010 Skins and Sharps exhibition, and it just took off from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we stuck it out.
And we stuck it out. So it's all original music, and
Yeah.
and since that first album, we've probably done about 5 EPs, and we brought out our last album last year,
Yeah.
which is part of that soundtrack with that doco.
That was beautiful and insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Cheers.
City Sharps, Shane, Sam, Tone.
Let's
Thank you for
enjoy the
having
video.
us. Thanks.
Great job in
Mark,
Mark.
Susie, thank
See you
you
soon.
for having us here.
We'll see you around the
Absolute-
traps.
No one cares,
No one
right?
fucking cares.
Nobody.
Motherfuckers.
Not us.
No reality on TV can say what I really think. Not laughing at people as they fall down and sing. Our little devils are so proud of hell. Shit on others, think they're doing well. No chase of birth until they bury ya. You're not a person, you're a consumer. Expect sympathy, help and concern. The harder you work, the less you earn. No one cares. No one cares. No one has stress burning the psyche. Self-medicates and stuck on the remedy. Created gods for those afraid to die. But some do have a complicated life. No one cares. No one cares. Nobody but you. No one cares. No sense in war, it's a waste. No sense left, we go into space. Money spent on ego and pride so absurd. Instead of educating and feeding the world. No one cares. No one cares. People lost the rock and all the hits they've taken. All the same fears and aimless complaining. Here comes depression and we condemn each other. Everybody suffers for the greed of others. No one cares. No one cares. Que sera. No one cares. Hey! 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 No more stupid TV, don't wanna know what I think. Laugh at people who fall down and sing. Oh, little devil, you're so proud of hell, you say, F you. No one cares. No one cares. Nobody but me and you. No one cares. No one. No one. No one cares. Nobody. Nobody. No one cares.
Talking to El Colosso. Hey, we got Koops, we got Benny.
Hello.
All right, guys.
Welcome to Alex
Thank you.
Rock.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us. Very cool. Now, hey, you got an album about to drop very soon, I believe.
We have, yep, 17th of December coming up very soon. So
all right.
by the time this goes to air,
My
it
gosh,
won't be far off
is
at
it
all. So,
December?
Christmas album.
yes, Christmas album for all the peeps out there, Forgotten Ancestors.
Yeah,
We've been
very
working
cool.
on for a couple of years.
I mean, music became a bit of a commodity, didn't it? It became a bit of a like, oh, well, fuck it, who cares? I'll see a band, yeah, I'll see them next week. But suddenly we're like, oh, shit, we can't see live music, we can't leave the house, and I think that's been a healthy thing. It's a reality check for everyone, and I hopefully think that they'll eventuate in maybe more support for Australian
more support
music.
for local music, sure. I think. I mean,
absolutely.
you'd hope that would be the effect of it. Otherwise, otherwise you kind of got rocks in your head.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
you like
this-
music and can't support your local.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
This was something that we had actually discussed a few months ago about the fact that venues have been crying foul throughout lockdown. Everyone's been calling out for more funding for this, that, and the other, and the industry's been suffering. But the thing is that the bands just keep doing what they do, and it doesn't matter if they're not getting money. We're not getting any money anyway. So in terms of the fact that we're not able to play live anymore, yes, of course, that's a very significant factor in the way that bands operate. There's the loss of the revenue stream. But the thing is that as artists, we're still making art. We're still writing songs. We're still recording. We're still doing all that stuff.
I do.
The rest,
And more so now. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
the
more
thing.
material,
We've kind of
yeah.
got a year ahead of ourselves.
there's
in the
plenty of
last
fuel
year,
for the
so-
fire. you know.
Granted
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
say that, and that is wonderful, but I know that some artists have had, writer's block, so to speak, during this period.
Yeah.
And when you do showcase a new album or when you do present a live gig, there is something that you feed off. Let's face
absolutely.
the truth.
Absolutely.
That live music is extremely important to who you are as people and how you present your music. I know a lot of bands have basically recorded individually and then brought in and then we've reinvented.
Yeah, well, we
how
were
to
lucky
make a
because
song.
on March 17th, before the lockdown happened, the first one, we'd had recorded the second half of the album in the studio to get all the drum beds down and bass beds down. So we had lots to work on for that whole lockdown period. So
you had the bedrocks down.
Well, thank God the technology's been there for us as well. Because,
I think a lot of bands would have, if we hadn't had that in place, I mean, bands would have broken up, I think, a lot more than they have, because suddenly imagine hitting that wall and you couldn't, there was no option to go, okay, well, look, we'll just send each other files. I'll do my guitar track. You put down a drum track, and we'll garage band this, and we'll make a video. But imagine it being like not an option. You just what would you do? You just
I think that what
send a cassette
what
tape
would happen
to each other.
That's exactly right.
Well,
musicians will adapt. They will adapt to the circumstances.
And you just
it's
have
been
to,
terrible with
we're
what's
a
been
feisty
going on.
bunch of people, aren't we?
Zoom was our friend,
Yeah.
and we ran Zoom and mixing sessions on Zoom, but using VLC media to run stream
Twice
the
a week,
audio. Twice a week,
all
we'd be
year.
mixing bits live.
great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Pleasure.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're from El Colosso. You're about to hear Down to the Stars from our new upcoming album, released on December 17, Forgotten Ancestors. Thanks to Alex.
Hi, Olga.
Hey guys,
Hey, what are you up to? What's happening there?
just horsing around.
All right.
All right, well, take care.
Yeah. Hey, well, look. While you're up there, can you tell us what's happening? Who we got coming up next week?
We've got Fiona Lee Maynard from Delicados and a lot more. Alex Rock.
Rock on, sister.
Bye.
Thank you, Olga, and thank you for everyone who was on tonight's episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And it's good night from her.
And it's good night from him.